Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today, our group would like to present about discrimination and harassment at workplace against Malaysian women. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself and my teammate. We are from Group 9. My name is Awak Mabazli. My group member is Ahmad Zahid bin Ahmad Ghafri, Muhammad Haziq Huzaifah bin Abdul Khalid, and Muhammad Shafi Saifuddin bin Muhammad Shamsul. So, let us start with the introduction. Gender discrimination in the workplace can take a variety of forms, but it is typically refers to an employee or job applicant being treated differently or less favorably because of their gender identification, or sexuality. Even though the term sex and gender have different meanings, they are frequently used interchangeably in the workplace discrimination regulation. Workers may face discrimination based on their gender as other factors like as color or intensity. Because of her gender, she may mistreated, paid fewer, or judged more harshly, or pass for the promotion. For sexual harassment, is defined any unwelcome or inappropriate sexual attention. It is the idea of a sexual harassment in the simple term. Touching, looks, words, and gesture are all the example. Sexual harassment is among the most serious issues that a woman face today in a variety of situations. It is a developing issue and everyone is doing their best to resolve it by implementing new policy and initiative. One of the most important type of sexual harassment is that it is one-sided and unwelcome. Sexual harassment in the workplace is a continuation of violence in daily life, and it is prejudice, exponential, and thrive in a climate of danger, terror, and retaliation. According to the Women Rights Organization (WHO) Voice of Malaysian Women on Discrimination and Harassment in the Workplace survey, more than half of the women polled stated they have faced at least one type of gender discrimination in the workplace. The poll, undertaken in cooperation with research firm Vast AI, gathered information from 1,010 Malaysian women to truly comprehend the frequency of workplace harassment and discrimination and women that experience with it. Okay, so that is all for the introduction, and thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Ahmad Zahin bin Ahmad Ghafri, metric number 78672. The effect of discrimination and harassment in the workplace on Malaysian women is they become less motivated to work. They will feel uneasy and unsafe while performing their duties and work. It will also limit teamwork and cooperation among the team member because they may be required to collaborate and work together with the offender. This will result in a decline in work quality and productivity.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafi Saifuddin bin Muhammad Shamsul with matrix number 77589. Now, I am going to talk about solution for discrimination and harassment in workplace against Malaysian women. Solution 1. Implementation of POSH training. The POSH Act safeguards and protects women against sexual harassment in the workplace. This training is a method used by organizations to educate employees to be more respectful to each other and to create awareness of sexual harassment at workplace. This training helps employees to understand the law and the consequences of workplace violations. To defend women's rights and create a high-quality work environment conducive to achievement and growth, POSH awareness training is essential in all organizations. Benefits of POSH training are builds awareness among employees and help lessen incidents and improves productivity. This is because employees will feel safe enough to engage, interact, and collaborate with one another.
Hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Haziq Huzaifah bin Abdul Khalid. Today, I will sharing the implementation plan on discriminating and harassment on workplace against Malaysian women. And firstly, the first invitation is we must make it clear that sexual harassment prevention is a company priority, which is like growing awareness of the need to be more proactive in taking steps to educate and inform staff about the types of behaviors that will not be tolerated in the workplace. Organizations should review their harassment policies regularly, and they should communicate about these policies and principles frequently, not just during onboarding and annual training cycles, but all through in the year in all staff and smaller teams meetings in internal company communications and more. To truly be effective, it is critical that these communications come from leaders throughout the organization, preferably top executives. If company leadership regularly and authentically communicates that sexual harassment prevention in training is high priority and be taken seriously, managers and employees should follow the suits.
Solution 2. Fair and equitable procedures for addressing sexual discrimination. Investigation teams to investigate complaints regarding sexual discrimination should be established. Employees usually rely on their closest friend or family to listen their problem at workplace. But this is not effective to solve the problems they are facing. Therefore, an investigation team should be announced to listen to problems around the organization, most importantly related to sexual harassment. Investigation should be done with strict protocol to ensure employees' privacy and safety. This is because some people will feel uncomfortable to share their problem since it involves with their dignity. Disciplinary action should be executed depend on the severity of the problem if policy violation is found.
Now the second implementation is that it may seem should be obvious as what sexual harassment at work is, but employees need to take steps to ensure that staff members understand exactly the types of action behaviors that are inappropriate. Sexual harassment encompasses a wide range of behaviors and action that are objectionable and undesirable, including making inappropriate sexual comments, displaying or watching inappropriate contents. Equally important is educating executives, managers, and employees about more subtle forms of sexual harassment. These lower stakes behaviors or comment not only damage working relationship and team culture, but also, if left unchecked, may escalate into more egregious harassment. Hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Zefa, and today I will sharing the solution to about the discrimination and harassment in workplace against Malaysian women. And the first one is to conducting a pay equity audit by collecting essential data to examine the pay disparity between genders. As this is a necessary step to verify the existence of a pay gap. Employees' confidential information is required to conduct the audit with the corporation. We can ensure that there are no legal difficulties that could affect our pay equity research. We also may compare the best wage and cost of living and classifying employees by separating the workforce into distinct perspectives for analysis. The concept may be the time consuming to implement, but it is a greatest approach to demonstrate that our organization is a sexism free. And now the second is the audit will be conducted by finance department by using company internal data such as sales, finance, marketing, and human resource to determine revenue and profit at the company. Lastly, we can consider how we might identify potential problem areas where the discrimination or harassment may arise. We can do by conducting staff surveys or exit interviews with departing employees, or by reviewing work until with high rates of absenteeism or staff turnover. And now the last implementation is the planning stage of the audit is critical, and the first step for any successful pay audit is to identify the purpose of goals of the audit. Federal laws requires equal pay to equal works. However, most state laws require pay for comparable or substantially similar work. If the purpose of the audit is to limit risk to ensure legal compliance with state and federal law identify which employees who have comparable such as substantially similar work will be a key step to pay audit process. Often, a pay gap analysis identifies the difference between the average compensation of men and women regardless of position. This type of analysis will be particularly useful for identifying opportunity gaps within a company, but would not be the best method to use to identify potentially unlawful disparities between protected classes with employees performing a comparable work. So, that's all for me.
In conclusion, Malaysian women hated discrimination and harassment in the workplace or anywhere else. As a responsible Malaysian citizen, we must combat to stop this issue together. We must apply all doable solutions to ensure that this problem does not reoccur in the future.